We're going to talk more about all of this now with our Jerusalem correspondent, Noga Tarnopolsky. Noga, first of all, what's the latest you've been hearing on the events on the border between Israel and Lebanon?
Good to see you, Jeannie. The events from the Israeli side and the Lebanese side are basically nonstop strikes in recent hours. On the Israeli side, nonstop sirens, people basically sheltering in place in bomb shelters. And listening very carefully to all of these announcements from the Israeli army, as you said, remember that there is still a major trauma in Israel from the early days of the war that began with the Hamas attack in southern Israel in 2023, when the Israeli government made a unilateral decision to evacuate all of the cities and towns of the Israeli north without finding alternative solutions for these people. So that is very much an open wound. Israelis are very much watching out. But I have to tell you that the most recent missiles launched towards the north of Israel just in the last few minutes came from Iran, not from Hezbollah. And we know that yesterday the missiles launched towards Cyprus, the UK base there, came from Lebanon, from Hezbollah. So there seems to be a very close collaboration underway right now between Iran and its proxy still located in Lebanon.
So how are people there reacting, just getting back to this incursion of troops? How is Israel, first of all, reacting to all of this?
It's hard to answer you with any depth because there haven't been any polls yet. I'm expecting to see the first polling Thursday or Friday. That said, you're hearing, I would say, a double response. On the one hand, certainly from residents of the North, a lot of stubbornness, a lot of resilience, and very much a kind of rah feeling that maybe finally this operation will get rid of this menace of Hezbollah that has been hanging over them for decades. On the other hand, very serious questions are being raised within Israel in the political arena, the parapolitical arena, former military chiefs and so forth, about what plan Netanyahu may have had in mind with this entire operation and what is going to be happening going forth. What solution will there be to be able to bring normal life back to the country?
Indeed. And all of this is coming as Israeli authorities are claiming bigger and bigger wins in this war.
That's right. It's a really interesting situation and maybe something of a paradox that we see emerging. Israel and the United States are claiming very significant military achievements, especially in this campaign against Iran. But certainly for Israel, the dangers in terms of its image and its ability to act with diplomatic autonomy are also emerging. So we heard in particular the statement from US Secretary of State Marco Rubio yesterday that flat out said that Israel had dragged the United States into this war by telling Donald Trump, Netanyahu, by telling Donald Trump that Israel would attack and that there would be repercussions against US assets, and that the United States was therefore forced to act basically by Israel. The government of Israel has not yet responded to this at all, but we are seeing the beginning of a narrative that could prove to be extremely problematic for Benjamin Netanyahu within Israel and also within the greater world. Let's also not forget that just 4 days ago, the United States, these same officials were boasting that CIA intel had been provided in order to pinpoint the location of the Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. So this is really a shift in the narrative, and this is going to impact Israel's ability to act with full autonomy.
Noga, thank you for that. France 24's Noga Tarnopolsky.